Hi everyone, I'm JD. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm excited for the next Make a Junk Journal with Me series, and I try to do this once every year. The first year we made a paper bag journal together, and then last year we made a card journal with a fabric cover. This year we are going to be making an envelope journal. And my idea is that I'm progressing up to the more advanced journals as we go along. So the most basic journal that I know how to make is the paper bag journal that I recommend to the absolute beginner. And then we got a bit more advanced doing the fabric cover journal. And then this time we're going to actually use some sewing for our cover. I'll link below the other series if you're interested and you want to go back and start with those ones, but you don't have to. You can definitely just join in with this one. And then my idea is to progress us upwards to the more advanced journals. So next I think it's a book cover journal, or one made out of a cereal box type thing, and then a little golden book journal, and right up to the last journal, which is the most advanced one, where we make the cover entirely from scratch ourselves. But here we are with the envelope journal. And how this works is it's a series of 4 videos. So this video I'll take you through the materials that you'll need. The next video will be the cover, and then it will be the pages, and then finally we'll do the binding together. And you can adapt your materials. If you don't have the same ones as me, that's totally okay. This is just a starting off point. If you don't have a sewing machine, you can just use glue. If you don't have wallpaper, you can just use cardstock or scrapbook paper. So just adapt it however you want. This might look a little bit familiar because the journal we're going to be making for this series is the same as my personal one that I made for me. I love this wallpaper journal, and I filled it up for the March journal challenge where we used a different supply each day of the month. So we're going to be making the exact same journal together, and now I'll take you through the materials. So first of all, you want an envelope as your base. So this is an A4 envelope that fits A4 documents, but if you wanted you could use just the smaller one. I have made envelope journals out of the smaller size, but that's just the basic envelope. And then this is beautiful antique wallpaper that I got from an antique store. So this will be the front cover. I love this, it's so beautiful. And then this will be the inside covers, so the front and the back. But like I said, you can just use any pretty papers that you've got. If you have wallpaper, awesome, but if you just want to use some pretty paper, go ahead and do that for your cover. And then we also want some binding tools, so of course our awl, some paper clips or bobby pins or bulldog clips just to keep the pages in place. I use embroidery thread for the binding. You can use whatever you want to use. Wax linen thread is a popular one that most people use, and then my tapestry needle to do the binding. Okay, and then the pages. So basically, anytime I do a single signature journal, I aim for 25 pages, because when it folds, it gives you 50, which gives you 100 front and back, which is just a lovely round number. Plenty of writing space. And I'll take you through what I'm using for these pages, and if you have the same types of things lying around the house, or you can do a bit of op shopping or Etsy shopping for some pages, but hopefully you've got most of these things around the house. So I've got just a botanical book page, a poetry book page. This is some letter writing paper that I found in an op shop, just some blue basic paper, some black paper, and then we've got some note papers just from notebooks that I ripped out from notebooks. And then I've got a piano page, pianola roll page, so I glued it onto coffee dyed paper and sewed around the edges. So again, we're going a little bit fancier. You don't have to do that. You can just use a coffee dyed page if you want. If you haven't, go ahead and do that. I've got a vintage music paper page, and then I've got this cool page that I found in an op shop from a guest book type thing for corporate visitors or something, visitors. And then this is some music notation page. Basically, I've just chosen pages that are my favourites, and there's a big blue theme in here since I'm a blue girl. So we've got some music notation pages. So these are all my smaller type pages, and then here I've got 2 each of these type, because one we're going to fold this way so the lines are horizontal, and one we're going to fold this way so the lines are vertical. And that's a way that I use the same type of page in different ways to give the variety. Then I've got a graph page. Then I've got a textured page, so if you want to use vellum or tracing paper, you can use that. This is Stamp Collector's page. It's my last sheet that I got from an op shop. You know when you get those Stamp Collector's books and in between the stamps there's these clear sheets? I just ripped them all out. So it's pretty cool. I've got even just a blank white page, so don't be afraid of white pages. Oh wait, hang on. Here is a tracing paper vellum page. Here is a white page, and then we've just got our coloured pages. So we've got like a mauve purple, a light blue, a darker blue, and then we've got some ledger paper that I found in an op shop. Again, I've got two, so it folds this way to give you vertical stripes or lines, horizontal, sorry, and then this one gives you a vertical. And then that is what I have got for my journal. So have a hunt around the house, have a look at the books that you've got, look at the journals and notebooks that you have, and just have fun raiding your stash. Grab 25 pages, that's all you need, and grab your cover, get your binding tools ready, and yeah, let me know in the comments if you are going to join in with this series, and also let me know when you've got all your materials, because I'll try not to start until everyone has them already. I did make up 4 packs, as always with every time I do this series. I make up some packs for those people out there who want to create the exact same journal as me, so the exact same pages. So I made it 4 packs exactly like this. They've already sold, so my patrons, they get a perk where they see sneak peeks of the things that I will be selling. And when they saw me put up this pack, they all just got one each. So, so I'm sorry about that, but patrons, that's a perk for them. They've already got the kits reserved, so hopefully it doesn't take too long for them to arrive for them, and then we'll get started. So hopefully you can source some materials as well, and yeah, I hope it's fun. Alright guys, so I'll see you soon in the next video, and I hope you and I make a gorgeous journal together. Alright, bye guys.